What is up, everybody? It's your boy, the Liberal Loudmouth. Now, we are doing a, my shit all fucked up. Let me test something out real quick.
Leave some money.
Okay, it's working right. Anyway, so something weird was in my headset. Let me get this off the screen. It is fucking Friday. Now, I haven't started my TikTok yet, but if you are here on YouTube and you want to be a part of the panel, you are welcome to come in to TikTok. Just look me up, same name, Liberal Loudmouth, and you're welcome to join the panel at that time. Let's do... Let me get this TikTok started. F it Friday. Actually, let me do it this way. Fuck it Friday. All right. Local compliance check, blah, 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 bullshit, whatever. All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Liberal Loudmouth. And we are streaming here and on YouTube. Let me go back to the Discord. Let's see. We are live. Scroll up. I posted it in here yesterday. What's up, y'all? The people that are just coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's the night show on Friday. I totally fucking forgot about it. I'm a little bit late, but we're going to get to it. Somebody was asking for right here. Okay, cool. I was just letting my Discord people that know that we are live in case they want to come in. Of course, this is a different crowd after 4:30. It's a different crowd than the day crew, as they say. People, I assume people listen while they're at work. I imagine that's where people listen. Which, growing up would have been nice to have, but damn, the internet has kind of fucked up society a little bit, I think. Anyway, it's Fuck It Friday, guys. The panelists, you guys are welcome to pick the topic, whatever you want. MAGA or Trump supporters or even just conservatives. There are a few of them running around still. You guys get to pick the topic. And we're going to do one at a time. What's up, Marine? We're going to do one at a time. 3 minutes. Everybody gets 3 minutes. And then we'll go from there. Where the fuck did I put that? And yes, I know I curse a lot. Sue me. I don't care. Where the fuck is my... There it is. Damn, I couldn't see anything. Multi-guest. That's what I was looking for. Marine, okay. I thought maybe you had sent a request. That's what I was looking for. I couldn't find my my TikTok thing. What's up, man? What's up?
What's up, man?
Not much. All right. So, like I said, you get to pick the topic. Whatever it is you'd like to talk about. Everybody gets 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Liberals is a fucking disaster, and you are gonna...
You okay?
Yeah.
So you said you are gonna... What's that?
Liberals is a disaster, and they're gonna fucking... They're gonna fucking... They're gonna...
You've been sipping on the sauce there, Marine. Come on.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, it's all right. You feeling good?
A little bit.
All right. Hey, it's Friday. Fuck it, right?
Fuck it.
Fuck it Friday, man. What do you? Without being too specific, is it like is it a brown type liquid, a foamy liquid? What you got?
Vodka, baby.
Man, I gotta stay away from that stuff. Shit goes downhill whenever I get on that. It is my favorite. It is my favorite drink, though. Tito's in his house. You ever had Tito's?
Vodka, baby. Vodka.
You ever had Tito's?
What?
Tito's. It's a Vitka. Tito's. That's some good shit. If you haven't, and you do the Vitka,
I'm
Try
just a
it.
beast.
It's
Man.
delicious.
I'm a beast.
It's delicious. Careful though, that shit'll sneak up on you.
I'm a beast, baby.
Anyway, was there anything else you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, Democrats suck.
That's all I've been hearing all my life, man.
Uh,
I haven't quite seen it yet, but hey,
Democrats suck, bro.
that's what they
Democrats suck.
say. That's what they say.
They suck ass.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean that's an opinion. You're welcome to it, right?
No, it's a fact.
Oh, I see. It's a fact. Okay.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Progressive said 0.08% blood alcohol. I could tell the moment you started talking that you were having a good time. That's okay. You've been respectful, given that you're a little saucy. So hey, hats off to you for that one.
I'm a little saucy,
And this
baby.
is
But
for TikTok purposes.
the
This
fact of
is
the
not
matter is,
what we're talking about.
Democrats suck. Okay.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind next time I vote. All right, I promise I will.
Democrats suck, baby. They do.
All right, thank you, Marine. That was entertaining. You have yourself a good night, and please be careful. Drink responsibly. We'll see you later, man. Well, hey, if the night goes this way, this could be kind of fun. I guess we'll see. Now, Levi, I see you there. Let me bring you in. So, Marine says Democrats suck, and duly noted. What's up, Levi? Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, brother?
Pretty good.
That's good. Love the hat. Love the hat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So I just want to ask you a couple of questions because okay, so we can agree that the Confederate flag was used for a very negative connotation, right? It's a very negative flag.
Sure.
We can also agree that the swastika, when used by Germany in the 1940s, was also used for a very negative thing.
We could say
Right.
that. Sure.
So would you say that these flags should just be like taken down and like completely removed because like they're bad? They were used for negative things.
No.
Okay. Why?
I mean, not in this country because somebody has the freedom to be a shit sucker if they want to. And I'd rather the assholes tell everybody that they're assholes, right?
Yeah, I would agree.
Free speech, man. It's it doesn't it can offend some people, and that's okay.
For sure. Yeah. So I've talked to people that have said that the Confederate flag should be completely removed from the United States history. It's a terrible thing. It should be removed. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I believe you. I've yes, and a lot of those people are from my own party. Yep.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that it should be removed. Right. It's a free thing, because to say that that flag should be removed, go tell Mongolia that they have to pick a new flag. Because the symbol on their flag has been the symbol they've used since Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan was a terrible person. Genghis Khan was a horrible person.
I'm going to pull up their flag because I don't know what it looks like. Let me look up the Mongolian flag. I'm going to pause your timer while I look that up real quick. You can't keep talking. I just, that way.
But yeah. But
Mongolian flag.
For me.
So, okay. So you're saying like their flag is the same flag that was used when bad things had happened. Is that, did I understand that correct?
It has had some differentiation because it used to be blue. It's now red and blue, and then gold is the symbol.
I see.
So they have changed it, but the symbol, the little flame on the top and the circles and kind of the half moons.
Yeah, let me put it up here so everybody can see what we're talking about here.
It's all stayed the same, and it. Yeah, that's their current flag. Yeah. So just for everybody who doesn't know, the old Mongolian flag during Genghis Khan has just those top three symbols: the little fire, the moon, and the little half moon. Yeah. Yeah, or I don't know if it's a moon
or a sun. Well, you know what? You know what's interesting, and it may be totally irrelevant to what you're talking about. And I still have your timer paused, by the way. I'm going to look up what the meaning, because a lot of flags, they have some kind of meaning.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
is the meaning of the symbols in the Mongolian flag?
Yeah.
Never thought I'd ever in my life type that into anything, but here we are.
Yeah.
3 vertical stripes. Okay, I'm just going to read through this real quick. Red stripes symbolize courage, strength, and Mongolia's ability to endure. Represents the eternal blue sky, a key concept in Mongolian culture and spirituality. The Soyombo symbol on the left is an ancient national emblem created in the 17th century by Zanabazar, a spiritual leader and scholar. It's packed with layers of symbolism. So the fire, the 3 tongues of flame represent the past, present, and future. Fire symbolizes eternal growth, prosperity, and the flourishing of Mongol nation. Sun and moon, so it is the sun, the full part below the fire. These symbolize the eternal existence of the Mongolian people, linking them to the eternal sky in a cosmic order. 2 triangles pointing downward look like arrows or spears, represent defense against enemies and determination to defeat aggressors. 2 horizontal rectangles symbolize honesty, justice, and fairness. Yin-yang shape, the Taijitu, represents balance of opposites, man and woman, dark and light, harmony in the universe. 2 vertical rectangles on the sides represent fortress walls, symbolizing unity, strength, and the idea that Mongols stand together like strong walls. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those top 3 symbols, right? The fire, the sun, and the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Those were used, right? Because all great leaders are going to, get a sense of patriotism in their people, right? We're Mongolia. We're great. We're amazing. So those 3 symbols that you read, what they mean. He used them to convince his people that everybody else was evil, everybody else was against Mongolia, everybody else was terrible and awful.
The Stalin of Mongolia.
Yeah. So then he said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go unalive 12% of the population. And that to me is an incredibly negative connotation.
Sure.
So for people that say that you get the Confederate flag out of here, it was used for slavery. Slavery was terrible. Slavery was awful. So is unaliving 12% of the population.
I can't disagree with you on that. Now, I would say that I don't believe that the government itself should fly that flag, right? Our government.
Yeah.
I don't, I would think that would be highly inappropriate, especially since they were rebelling against, the government.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but people flying it, I have no problem with that. I mean, I'm not going to say I like it, but we live in a country where somebody can say something that'll upset you, and that's fine. That's it is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. It's.
I take your point. I'm not going to disagree.
Yeah, I think that if people are going to say that things should be removed, be consistent with it.
I agree. There's a lot of inconsistency, sadly.
But yeah, man, absolutely. I will go ahead and drop down.
Sure.
Time to run down, I guess, for I don't know how your stuff works, but also time to run down, and then I'll.
Levi, I appreciate it. I hope you come back. Pleasure talking to you. Maybe next time we can disagree on something and argue about it.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Have a good one.
All right, man. We'll catch you later. Peace. Oh, well, looky who we got here. Who is this? Who are you? Who are you? Oh, I can barely hear you. I don't know if that's me or you.
Is that better?
There we go. You blasted me. You know what? Since you are a special person, you get.
What do I get? Oh, I was just checking in with you.
You get 6 minutes.
Oh shit! Now what am I going to argue with you about? I got to think about something. What do we disagree on, Tim?
We don't have to. We don't have to argue. What brought you in? You just wanted to come say hi. It's good.
I did. How's the live going?
Yeah, it's good. I figured out because I forgot that it's Friday. I was 15 minutes late. Since I'm not traveling and I'm not bananaed, I need to get back on it, right?
Yeah, definitely got to keep grinding.
Got to grind away. Today was kind of rough, but with that said, you guys could send some dinos if you like the live. Of course, the afternoon is a little different.
Exactly.
Have you noticed that on your live where your morning is and the people that you see are way different in the morning than at night?
Well, yeah, I have to say so because I think in the morning I'm getting people who are moms and maybe people working at home, and then people who are retired. And then in the evenings, it's a mix of people who are getting off from work and people who are just the same crew. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty fun.
It is.
But
Are you
yeah, it's
enjoying the
exhausting.
lives now that you're doing? And like,
Um,
is
it's
it,
a
is it,
yes and no. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's not.
today I was like, cause like 7 minutes before the live was over, they just would not stop talking over each other. And I'm like, you guys are fucking driving me nuts.
Stop it.
Yeah. Cause I brought, cause in the
Yeah.
last hour, I'll bring in more people, kind of so that I
Yes.
have
Yeah.
both, what I used to do and what I do now. And I'm like,
And you're
see,
liking it better now, right?
oh
You
yeah,
enjoy it, the
yeah,
one-on-ones?
oh yeah, yeah. I feel like the audience does too, but maybe some of them don't care for, but
I
I think the
I think they
majority do.
do.
Yeah.
I think people enjoy your takes on subjects, and I think whenever you're interacting with people, is where you're literally at your best.
Well, I
So I
appreciate that.
approve of that. I approve of it 100%.
Yeah. I
So
do miss
you have
having.
people in the comments saying, "Let me in."
Yeah, I do miss all the people though, the people that came and were a part of
Your
the
crew.
founding of the liberal loudmouth, if you will. I When did
Yeah.
I start? Like what, 6 or 7 months ago? Was it? Has it been
Oh
that
my
long?
God. I remember. Was it March or April?
I don't
It was March
remember.
or I think it was. I can go and look back, but
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
have
it
to
was
go
March or
look.
April, and I came across you, and I thought, oh, this looks interesting, and you were just so civil, and really trying hard to reach, to find common ground, and I still think you do.
Yeah, well, like Levi just there. I could have found something to
Yeah.
argue about, but instead I agree with him. I think maybe he was
And
surprised. Did you
yeah,
hear
I think a
that
lot of people.
interaction?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people get surprised because when you're constantly told that the left is bad, the right is bad, and that's all you hear all day, and when you talk to somebody on the other side and you figured out, oh my God, we agree on this, then it starts to melt away the facade
A little bit.
sometimes.
And
A
of
little
course
bit.
you do get those fakers who will, they'll you know what I'm talking about. I won't
I
get
do.
into
I
it,
know what
but
you're talking about, and I wish they
yeah.
would just stay resolute instead of, maybe I'm just like, maybe I just don't stop. Maybe I
Yeah.
nag them to death.
Or maybe they just like nacho cheese and they want to be a pretzel and
Yeah,
they want to be dipped into the cheese. Maybe
yeah,
that's what it
maybe they
is.
do like it. But your people watching right now, you guys, Tim's got some tiny dinies.
I
I don't mean
do.
that like in a weird way.
That's so funny
Sorry,
when you
Christy.
said that. I was like, what
Yeah,
are you
I
saying?
know it came out
You
wrong.
weren't
Christy,
supposed to tell people that.
I know, I'm sorry, Tim. I don't know what to say. They're really big dinies.
Well,
Yeah, he's
speaking of
got 50.
Dinies,
Come on, guys.
Red Knight Dawn, thank you for the 25 Dinies. I appreciate that. And Flory Hawk, thank you so much for the 8 Dinies. I appreciate it.
And
Um,
there's JD, there's my buddy.
I know I've got JD. I'm like, ooh, JD's here. Maybe he'll argue with me
Listen,
about something.
bring him up and talk about eggnog. He has very strong feelings about eggnog.
I was actually talking
So,
about JD this morning. You know who JD reminds me of when he comes up here and we argue? He reminds me of Joseph. I told Joseph that. I was like,
in a way,
you're like the liberal version of Joseph.
he's a great guy.
Oh yeah.
They're both
No,
great guys in
I
different
like both
ways.
of
But
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love their passion. How is Joseph? I haven't seen him for a
He
minute.
came on the show today. Yeah, he was good. He was
Really?
good. Yeah, he's Joseph, he talks the
Well,
way
he
he
can't
talks.
crash out anymore because he's
He
just talking to you.
he was trying and I'm like, "No,
Do
we're not going to do that anymore."
do you get any crash outs?
Well, so opinionated girl came up here. Apparently she's got like 75,000 followers or something, but she came up and she was butthurt from the fucking moment she started talking. She was upset about that Trey Reed, the guy that was hanged, in, you know, I don't know. She was upset about something. She ended up dropping because, you know, she came up claiming we were liars. And so every time she said a lie, I would stop her to point out that she was lying. And she didn't like that.
I don't know her. Is she on the right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like we didn't get too deep in it. She left before that because she was like, "Why are you interrupting me? You're so disrespectful." Like says the asshole. Yeah, it was funny. I imagine she'd be a good person to debate, but you know, she came up here with an attitude and she left with one.
Well,
so,
there you go.
Sayonara.
There you go. A lot of people have an attitude after they talk to you anyway, Tim.
That's true. That's true.
All right.
All
Give
right.
my best to your wife, and I'll see you around.
All right. We'll see ya. Bye.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
See you. All right. Now, let me go. Now, JD Sauce was in front of you. Give me just a second. I'll get you up here. All right. Let me bring it back to 180 seconds. Sauce, what's up?
What's up, liberal?
Not much. 3 minutes. You pick the topic. What's up?
I want to talk about the Mossad interference with what happened to that one guy, Charlie Kirk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lay it on
I want
us.
to talk about that. I think everything. Yes. So I think everything that is being presented to the American people is a complete lie. I think the caliber of the rifle is a complete lie. The fall guy, whatever his name is, Tyler Robinson, is a false. Everything about it, what they're claiming, is a false thing. I think the Mossad is definitely interfering with this and even maybe implemented it. And there's a few key things I want to talk about. The 30-06 round, it was not a 30-06 round. That was more so of a 243 or 223. It came from inside of a enclosed area wherever they were. It was not from an open. Yeah, it was not from an open place.
Real quick, let me pause real quick. So, what leads you to believe that the round is different? Like, what about this situation causes you? Because I don't think they've released the bullet, right? They never found the bullet
or the autopsy. Yes, sir.
Right. So,
no,
can
they
you
have not.
expand on that and how you come to that, please?
Oh, maybe I'm breaking up a little bit here, but I heard your question about how do I think that, or how do I know that it is. I'm an avid hunter. The 30-06 is my caliber. That's the one I use on almost a weekly basis from September to December. Shot 223s, 243s, 270s, everything like that. If it was a 30-06, that background, wherever he was sitting behind, would have everything that was inside of that man on it. It would have destroyed him, essentially.
People start
the exit wound or that.
It was autoplay. That's my apologies. I'll give you time back. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, Sauce.
I'm sorry. I think I'm having some kind of.
Yeah, you got one bar.
Yeah.
So you believe if it was a 30-06,
yeah, it's fairly low. I think
it would have caused a lot of spatter. Yeah, that sucks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because
even if it was a 5.56 or 30 or whatever.
So, what all size bullets can fit in that particular? Assuming it is a Mauser 30-06, what all size bullets can fit in that? Because I don't know anything about it.
Oh well, my personal honest opinion, just from the knowledge that I have of 31 years, well, not really 31, but let's just say 10 years. It was a 243 or a 223.
Now, is that a smaller or a bigger?
Literally. Correct. Smaller. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. It's a smaller one.
Okay.
Smaller caliber rifle in a 30-06 would have ripped his.
Gotcha.
Saying, but
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, and you're welcome to come back up if you'd like to talk to it. I've got a couple of people that are wanting to come up. Everybody gets 3 minutes, but I'd be interested to hearing more about what you're talking about.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you because I kind of had some service stuff going on, but yeah,
sure.
I'm definitely gonna come back. I appreciate this kind of setup. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you bringing that up. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
We'll see you next time, buddy. Peace.
Okay.
All right. Let me move on. JD is next. JD is going to come up here and yell at me. What's up, man? Good to see you.
Things. A, it's a beautiful day. I've only crashed out 2 times a day. I'm outside with my puppy, and I heard I was getting glazed by you and Paula up here, so I decided why not come up here. And then the second thing is, I see that it's you pick the topic type of shit.
Yeah.
I was wondering what you knew about eggnog.
All I know is that it's great in small portions. Now, what you and Paula talk about when you say eggnog, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Let me introduce you to the lore, the absolute wild lore of eggnog. The first thing we have to discuss is that there's 2 tiers of eggnog. There is regular eggnog, which requires an hour of conversation of how monopolized it is and how more people should get involved in the eggnog free market and be allowed to express their own individual recipes. I would put regular eggnog at about a high A tier, maybe a low S tier. and then there's a second tier of eggnog, which is way higher. It's called coquito. It is a Puerto Rican recipe that involves a form of rum, and it is alcoholic. Yes,
I'm familiar with that.
Yes, and it is amazing. It is God tier, way above S tier. I mean, we've transcended the realm of the mortals.
My mom will not drink eggnog unless it has rum in it. Like, she doesn't like it unless it has rum in it. Like, she won't drink it otherwise. And she doesn't even drink. So, it's like a seasonal thing. I've never actually had it with rum in it.
I am not one to shy away from alcoholic drinks, especially when it comes to coquito. There's just something about like the sweetness mixing in with the liquor that gives me like a soothing feeling.
So is there a particular kind of rum that's better than another when it comes to eggnog, would you say?
I don't, because here's my thing. I don't discriminate with rum. I think that in general rum is good, but I don't think that there's any other way you can go unless it's like a rum that's made particularly in like Colombia or Venezuela, for that matter. Those 2 regions seem to have like their stuff locked in whenever they're making rum.
What do they make rum with? What is the fermenting whatever?
Usually it's a process that involves, I actually don't know the process. I'm going to make up some shit. It involves the people actually going out into the fields and working a lot harder than Americans here in our home nation.
I see. That's fucking funny. It's made with sweat. Maybe it's the sweat of low-paid workers, and that's why it's so good.
Sweat, blood, and tears, you know?
Sweat, blood, and tears.
And whenever they get a bruise, they just rub some dirt on it.
And it'll be okay. Just keep going. That's funny. That's funny, JD. Well, okay, so real quick, what started that with you and Paula? Just quickly, because I got other people that are going to be coming in.
Yeah, sure. The bit that I'm running off of right now actually didn't start between me and Paula. It started over in Mojo's Live. I don't remember why, but actually I sort of remember why. I got really pissed off that day by some of the conversations I was having that I needed like a refreshing moment, like a moment to cleanse my palate. And so I just started saying random delusional things. And I think one of the things that I said was like there's 2 tiers of eggnog, and I went into the same type of dialogue tree that I went with you. And then me and Paula just like hit it off. Now we're like best buddies on eggnog.
Nice. That's funny. That's good shit, man. You know what? That actually makes me want to go out and get some fucking eggnog, because I do like eggnog, just in small doses, like, a small bit. I mean, because it's just so rich.
Listen, Coca-Cola, like every company has like their own mouthpiece or mascot. Lucky Charms has a leprechaun. Coca-Cola has a polar bear, I could be the face. Not Santa, I could be the face of eggnog.
Of
Because I
eggnog.
know how to absolutely sell you eggnog.
There you go. This is top tier. This is the S class of eggnog. You're not going to find it anywhere else in the earth. On Earth, it was brought to you by blood, sweat, and tears of underpaid workers,
Venezuelan and
and that's
Colombian.
why it's so good.
Yep.
That's funny. The Americans would be like, "Yeah, that's what we want." Fucking, that's funny. Well, JD, I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you and move along, but I hope you come back if you have another topic. Also, maybe non-eggnog related, but we'll see you, man.
Yeah, for sure. You have a good day, man.
All right, you too. Peace. All right, Andy, I see you. You are next, but Pyre is first. Pyre, what's up, Pyre? 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good.
Hey, so fun question. What would happen, do you think, if a yacht full of YT people in international waters got missiled by Venezuela?
Oh my God. They're declaring war.
Wait. Under the guise of they're a terrorist organization transporting illegal drugs to our country from America to Venezuela. We had to blow them up.
Yeah, I mean, that would, wow. I can't imagine what Trump would do, but that would be the height of irony. No.
Do you think all of our heads would explode?
Well, at least the ones on the boat may. I don't, but yes. Well, here's the thing, though. I wonder if, in that case, liberals would be like, well, you know what I mean? Like, well, we did it too. It's such a fucked up situation, is it not?
It's terrifying that our government is targeting boats in international waters without due process at all and just claiming. So just to take it a step further, they're now claiming Antifa, which is not an organization at all. It's literally just being anti-fascist. They're now saying Antifa is a terrorist organization. And what that means is they can now target anybody who identifies with Antifa with frickin' drones and missile attacks. They can now assassinate anybody who's ever been quoted doing Antifa stuff, like anti-fascism.
They're like, if you're anti-fascist and you're in a convertible, which is a land boat, we're going to go into the sky and boom boom you.
It's possible, and that's what's terrifying. That's what's terrifying.
It is
absolutely possible.
It is terrifying.
That's what they're open. That's the doors that they're opening up right now. They're slowly chipping away at these norms, and it's all. Man, it's terrifying. And I have a daughter, and I don't know if you have a daughter or kid or not, but man, I have a daughter. She's 11, and I cannot believe this bullshit that like, it's terrifying. This is not normal.
I'm right there with you, man.
Anyway.
It's fucking crazy. And to see people like defend this is equally gross.
To get on the, not even just defend, but to get on the side of, like, to support, like,
right.
No,
yeah, but the Rugs were going to unalive 100,000 people.
All right, man. Hey,
Crazy.
You're doing good work. I'm going to follow you. You can follow me. Have a good night.
I appreciate it, man. We'll see you later.
All right, take care.
Great points. And an interesting question, because what would Trump do? That would be I mean, it's not okay, obviously. Andy, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? Not much. I just wanted to make comments. I requested up after that guy who was talking about the size of the pew pew, and I was wanted to say it is completely plausible. I shoot a 30-06, and I don't just shoot it; I reload my own ammo for it. And that bullet, the projectile, could have been and I wanted to kind of show you, give you an idea. I'm gonna turn my camera on real quick. I might actually
Okay, now
show the
you
bullet
can't
this.
show a pew pew if
No,
that's
I'm not
what
gonna
you're
show
going to do.
pew pew.
Okay.
But can I show just the projectile? I'm not even showing you a shell. I'm just
I don't know.
I
I
don't.
think you can. You know what? Let's risk it for the biscuit. If it's just a
Okay.
projectile, I think that may be okay. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's just the part that comes out.
Ooh, just do it.
Right.
If
Oh,
the
there
live
we go.
ends, we know the answer. Okay, so what are
See
we looking at?
this right here, this first one, that's 30-06. That's a 30
Okay.
caliber projectile. That's second one's a 25 caliber projectile, and the third one is what he was saying a 243 or a 6 millimeter projectile.
Oh, I
And
see.
see, there's not a whole lot of difference
Yeah.
in your size when you're talking about the difference between these projectiles. What the difference is what kind of projectile it was. These are SSTs, which are a hollow point with a plastic copolymer top.
So what is that
Tip on them.
plastic top for? Like
That
what
plastic,
does it do?
that plastic at certain speeds. I'll just try to get the picture of the actual there. See that plastic?
Uh-huh.
That melts away at a certain velocity because of the wind speed, heat, and ended up making your projectile a hollow point.
Oh, I see. While
And with a
still
hollow point,
aerodynamic from the point of
yes,
exit. I see. Okay.
yes. And
That
see
makes
now,
sense.
you got your casing on the outside. That's the part that opens up
Okay.
when they say what a hollow point is supposed to do. And the reason Reagan didn't unalive was the actual bullet he was shot with was wrong. It was a hollow point, but it did not open up like a normal hollow point is supposed to.
I
I've
see.
pulled these bullets out of deer that we have shot, and I've mic'd them, and they'll be up to 60 go from a 30 caliber up to a 60 caliber. They almost open up double what the actual projectile is. So can you imagine that's why you always say the exit wound's bigger than the entrance wound?
Right.
Because when it goes in, it's going in a 30 caliber. When it expands when it hits something,
Oh,
and
I
comes
see.
out more like 60 caliber. So you have your bigger exit wound. Now,
Interesting.
if he was shot with a full metal jacket, which a lot of 30-06 ammo, since it used to be Army, used to be
Uh-huh.
Company military, a lot of your 30-06 ammo are full metal jackets.
Okay,
And
so
at
like
that point,
what's the behavioral difference with the full metal jacket versus that like hollow point or whatever?
it pokes a hole. That's why
I see.
I think it's the Geneva Convention. That's why the military has to shoot full metal jackets because it does less damage.
Interesting. Yeah,
It's
because
kind of
I
weird to say that you'd want your military doing less damage as you're pew pewing at somebody. Full metal jackets aren't legal to hunt animals with. Like they're illegal to deer hunt with because they don't do enough damage. They poke holes, the deer will
oh,
eventually
I
die.
see. But you
But
won't catch
with
it necessarily and it'll
that's
run
yeah,
off and I
it could be
see.
it could be days. So
So I mean holes in the like, small holes where
yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
it
really
doesn't make that big unless a full metal jacket hits a bone and starts tumbling inside. It's just going to poke a hole straight through. Same
okay.
size in, same size out. Now, if it hits a bone or something starts tumbling, then yeah, you imagine it's going to cause more damage. But these ones are made to open up. And
Okay.
the kinds that I shoot for deer,
The
these is what I reload for deer. And if
to
that's
do
what he was shooting,
damage.
then yeah. But if he was shooting a Mauser action, which is a bolt action 30-06, if he was shooting a Mauser action, then it's not at all implausible that he could have been shooting some full metal jacket military style rounds because there's millions of them out there.
Now
And
the
that
hole that I could see was about like the size of a $50.
was that
So,
the entrance or the exit?
well, they're claiming it's the entrance.
If that was the case and something had happened to that projectile before it got there, either it would hit something to tumble because it should have made a perfect 30 caliber hole going in,
Like
and then
a
the exit wound
tiny,
could be
just
whatever.
enough to fit
Yeah,
the size of that.
the bullet.
Yeah, well, somebody
Yes,
thought that maybe because if you notice, like in the video, the shirt actually comes up
that's what
before
I've heard
you
too. That they
see
thought it
the neckline.
ricocheted off his top of his because they apparently had a bulletproof vest on, and there's been somebody was speculating one
Well,
time
they're
that it hit
saying
the top of the
necklace. There, because we
yeah,
know
that
he
would
didn't
done.
have a vest on because you could see his shipples in another shot.
Yeah.
That well, shot. That's a bad choice of
Yeah,
words.
and even if it hit the collar, even if it happened to hit to graze the collar of his shirt, that would send the bullet tumbling. It don't take blade of grass will send a bullet spinning through the air wrong. I mean,
Well,
at
so
that speed and
you know, I've
velocity.
I've analyzed those frames, and he's sitting there, and then all of a sudden the shirt comes up, and he starts to squint, and the shirt comes up even more, and then that's when it's really obvious.
Yeah.
So it's somebody was talking about the wake of the bullet being able to cause the to suck the shirt up, which I'm not sure that size bullet is going to yank a shirt up over his head, his face like this. I
You
don't,
wouldn't think it'd bring up
because it's
much. You
very
would definitely
narrow.
see the ripple.
But that aerodynamic part is very narrow, right? I mean, it's not like it'll expand once it goes in, but I'm not sure that it's gonna push out enough air from that tiny hole to yank a shirt up.
It shouldn't. Not if it's not. Like I said, not if it's flying right. But if the entrance wound was as big as you speculate, then obviously something had happened to that, and that might be why the shot went where it did. Because I don't know anybody that would have been aiming for the neck, but if he did shoot from 200 yards away, uh, the shells I reload have about a 3 to 4 inch drop in between 100 and 200 yards. So if I'm dead on at 200 or 100 yards, I'm going to be 3 to 4 inches low at 200, aiming for the same spot.
Now it is weird, and I can't, because I don't want to like show anything accidentally, but when you go through the one video that I have and you go frame by frame, all of this is happening and you don't see anything until like after the shirt falls back down and then a red spot shows. So there's like a really big delay. Now, is it possible that was an entry that then later started bleeding? It's, surely. I guess that's possible. Who fucking knows? Because when you're pew-pewing somebody, it does weird shit in different situations. I'm not sure you can ever like get it exactly right.
But did they say they never found the bullet?
They never found it. Yeah. And because I'm like, if that's the case, it had to have been a through and through. Because if you're
that's weird. They should have no matter what should have been able to find, if not the full bullet, they should have found fragments.
And if it was from the front and it was a through and through, meaning you can't find the bullet, you would have some spatter on the back. I saw nothing.
Oh yeah, well that bullet would have had to gone through the back. That wall he had up behind him, there should have been a hole through there. It should have went.
If it was a through,
the bullet had to go straight through.
Right.
It should have been. And that velocity and the caliber, I've shot it. I've shot it through the
into that soft tissue, especially
pelvis. Yeah, I've shot clean through a pelvis, so a deer where I could put one hand in one side and one hand in the other and grab.
Wow.
It. I mean, that's how much damage when you hit anything. These 30 caliber will do. It
will
blow anything up if it hits something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But even if it did hit something, then there should have been, the interlock, the lead that's actually in the middle of the hollow point should have poked on through and went through the canvas behind them. They should have been able to get a line of sight. But now they've paved over it, so nobody will ever know. I guess they should have been able to find that projectile.
Right. Now, No Fear said the shirt flying up is from the wire of his earpiece. I mean, maybe some people are saying it's his necklace. Some people, I've heard the earpiece thing before, but I don't know. It's really hard to tell because I never see a wire during that whole situation. Yeah. I don't see his earpiece come out. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't see any of that. So it's, it's speculation at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I just wanted to show you that, the actual caliber doesn't make that great of a difference because you're not talking about that much bigger of a projectile.
Yeah, those 3 bullets showed were really close. But I've got to say, and I've heard this, that extra, half inch really makes a difference.
That's what she says. But
hold on.
That was
I set that one up. Yeah. Anyway, well, Andy, I appreciate you bringing that up, man. Yeah, I don't know a lot about bullets other than you load it into
Yes,
the pew pew.
I reload all our hunting rounds. I've got everything from pistol to rifles to the little fun ones. But
You know what I would
and
like
that's just
to?
kind of
I would like to shoot like a rocket launcher. Yeah, I mean, not at somebody. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't that be cool to just shoot one? Have you ever
just one
shot
time.
one?
No. The biggest I've got up to is I did get to shoot a 22 caliber, which that's that's a military gun.
A
That's
22
one that we're not
caliber,
allowed.
like rocket?
Well, not 22, not 22. The 20 millimeter. Sorry, 20
Okay, I
millimeter.
was like, damn, that's a
There you go.
tiny
20. Yeah,
ass.
sorry. Yeah,
It's
20,
like, oh, I shot
22
it
millimeter.
was a 22 caliber mortar shell.
Yes. Yeah. No, I have
It's
lots
like,
of 22 calibers,
blink,
but
blink.
no, 22 millimeter, and that'll efficiently mow a tree down in like 3 or 4 shots.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
crazy. Like those
yeah.
what do they call the with the rotating?
Yep.
What's the
This
Tommy
one,
gun? I guess you could say mowing
no,
mowing
this
trees
one.
down. That's crazy.
I say this one was just chain driven. It was a. I know I have a cousin that's got an FFL, so he gets to have many more toys than I get to have, but he gets to bring them over and I get to play with them whether I have the
Yeah.
FFL or not.
Oh, Red Knight Dawn Gatling gun. Thank you. That's the fucking word I was looking for. Yes, that would be fun to pew pew.
Oh yeah,
at some trees.
I've shot a Tommy gun. I've shot a lot of fully auto stuff. But like I said, that was with somebody that had the proper documentation to be able to shoot that kind of gun. I can't legally own one.
That's crazy. Yeah, but I mean, it would be like because I go pew pew and from time to time as well, and it's, I mean,
Oh yeah.
If you do it, and people that haven't done it, it may not seem like it's fun, but if you do it, you'll understand it. You'd have to actually do it to know.
I got a whole shooting range out here, and everybody that we deer hunt with every year we have a shoot where everybody brings their stuff out. Just make sure everybody's guns or your PPs are working correctly. I don't want somebody that's 3 foot off hunting with me if I know their PP's 3 foot off. So everybody comes out and we all shoot before deer season starts.
Yeah.
And,
that's good.
Sight everything in, and just for fun. And then my son's doing his gender reveal party next Saturday. He wants me to set him up a target with the right coloring in it, and he's gonna shoot it with his 50 cal.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, he's gonna make the big boom. I tell you what, them 50 cal.
Nice. That's crazy.
You can feel the percussion from them 10 feet behind the pew pew.
Yeah,
much less in front of it. Them things is.
I watched a video where he
fun,
went through like all of the different calibers and like what they would do to these objects or whatever. I don't remember what it was. It was above a 50 cal. It was something else. I don't know. It was like a sniper type thing.
That'd been going to the military.
It was
the millimeter rounds.
Like the difference from the 50 cal to the thing that came after that was fucking crazy. You'd have to see the video to know what I'm talking about. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was something metal or some concrete or something like it was like a thick piece of something.
I seen them shooting through railroad spikes through railroad ties one time, the whole railroad tie, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And having a 50 cal poke a hole clean through an inch and a half of straight steel, I'm like,
fucking wild.
And they're hiding behind the car. That's when you want a home defense, when you want to shoot the robber that take your neighbors behind your refrigerator.
Can you own a 50 cal like rifle?
Oh yeah.
So but there's a difference between a personal 50 cal and the one that they would use in the military, right?
Nope.
There isn't?
Nope. Nope. Most of your sniper rounds were like back in the day were like 308s, and which is a very active British style gun. And then they moved the U.S. Army moved to the 50 cal just for pure range. And like I said, most 50 cals are bolt action. I mean, some single shots, mostly bolt action. I don't think anybody could shoot us. I mean, you shoot a semi-automatic 50 cal, but I would want to shoot a fully automatic one.
Yeah,
your first shot might be on target, but your second shot's going to be
ain't going to be
space station.
Right.
I mean,
the kick on
them
that.
things got such big recoil. Yeah, your second shot's nowhere near close enough to do anything with.
Rev says
That's
50
why
cal is anti-material. It's for taking out trucks.
yeah,
Yeah, because it go
that's
through
what I
like
said.
an
It goes
engine block too.
clean through.
Disable a
We shot one
fucking.
through we shot one through a dozer blade.
That's
But we had we had to get the actual full metal jackets through the seminary rounds in it. But we shot it through a D5 or a D8 dozer blade,
crazy.
and it went poked the hole clean through it.
Yeah, that's
I was like,
nuts.
mm-mm.
Well,
Just
Andy,
through the house.
I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. I don't know much about it, so what you're saying makes sense to me. I do have somebody else that's been waiting for a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. But I thank you, sir. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Yep. Talk to you later. Bye.
All right, Butch. Butch, thank you for being patient, my good sir. Hello.
How you doing?
Doing fine. Sorry that took a minute. He was educating me on some gun stuff.
Right. Yeah, like I
shoot.
say, it's like this. I think it's all just more or less, like I say, smoke and mirrors, because it's doing exactly what everybody's doing, talking about what it was, this, that. But it was definitely orchestrated to be what it was, just a deflection on what really is going on in the world. But
which it released the Epstein files.
it was just, well, more so than, I mean, like I say, as we're sitting here talking, there's like people being unalived in another part of the world, like families, children. I mean, so it's a good deflection point to keep the focus off that, because they're losing so much support worldwide, except for the United States that voted no on a ceasefire today. So in all reality, like I say, but that was orchestrated. The signals were there. Like there was a guy that actually taught snipers. He ran crews for snipers. And what happened there, he watched not the footage on TikTok, but footage from cameras that he's seen there that was running. You know what I mean? He had footage. In all reality, he said it was like bogus. He said, "Did you see the fountain of blood coming out?" He said that wasn't from a front projectile. That was from something on the side, from right where it came off.
Right.
Just like you pull back when you pull back, you get poked in the back. The first thing you do is flinch up, and that's exactly where it hit him. Because like the fountain of stuff would have never happened. What would have happened is he watched it frontwards, he watched slides backwards, each individual slide. And then he said it wasn't actually hit from the front. It was hit he said it was like in an angle from the side. He said, and wherever that projectile went, and he looked and he said it was clean, so it could have went out that way, and that was all derived. Because if you had a security team and you were at risk and you stepped up your security, which you heard that, right? I mean, he had some of the people there that were with Trump at that Pennsylvania.
That's what I've heard. I mean, I've seen, comparison pictures, but to me, I'm not 100% that it was the same person. Do they know for a fact that it was the same person?
No, I'm talking about the different people that were there actually were some of the same people in PA. Yeah, I mean, they know that. But what I'm saying is, the bottom line is it was all orchestrated and it worked out perfectly. But the bottom line is they started tearing down that stage immediately. That's something.
Oh, right. And I've got video of this. Dude, this was right after they took Charlie away. He gets up on the chair that I think even Charlie was sitting in. He gets up on the chair, grabs the cameras down that were facing where the pew-pewer would have been, and he took the fucking SD card out. Where's the SD card?
You're in charge of the security detail. The first thing you're going to do is, like I say, and they said he had heightened security that day. Okay, well, heightened security from the top people. And you don't have drones, you don't have visuals on all rooftops, anything like that?
And that roof, where the pew-pewer was at, allegedly, is you can literally walk up to it from the ground.
Exactly.
There's stairs, and you hop over this little bitty, it's not even a wall really, it's kind of like a step down, and go right to where the dude was at.
Right, but yet you got a video of this guy coming down off of the roof.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen this. I showed it earlier. I'm going to go ahead and pull it back up. And this is, people in the comments may have not have seen this. I've shown it several times.
Right.
That was August
Absolutely.
13th. That
Right.
I mean,
Absolutely.
what the fuck?
But if I had a security that I was in charge of, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have drones surveilling the roofs and anything like that for the whole time he's speaking. And for that
Right.
not to happen, but yet they got the video of this guy dropping down on the ground and they're talking about, well, where's the rifle? What was in his pants? Now you do something like that, like, like a regular person, they're going to stuff a rifle down their pants. Come on. I mean, I'm just saying, why did they have the video of him coming down off the roof? But yet they didn't have videos as a surveillance of the roofs all around that whole place. They could have
Right.
had had total coverage.
Well, I think they have the video. They just haven't released it because there were multiple cameras in that area. Because we looked at it like 2 days ago, and there were many cameras.
Right. Well, what
So
happens when the guy
that were closer than the one that they showed us.
Right. But what happens when this guy comes to trial? He gets sentenced, right? If he gets sentenced and he gets sentenced the D penalty, you know what I mean? Or life imprisonment. Okay, when he goes in there, once he's in the system, who's to say he ain't boom out the door and actually gone? You're not going to be able to know that if you have the right people in the right places to suppress all that. And they do have that.
And, I wonder to what degree the government, because they've been working on mind control stuff for a while, right? MK Ultra was one step in that, and certainly they never stopped. I wonder how advanced that stuff is, because at this point, they can, take photographs. They can create photographs from your brainwaves. So if we have this level of technology, I wonder if they have the ability to make somebody literally lose their fucking mind. I wonder if they have that ability.
Right. Well,
we'd probably never know.
Right. But the thing is, like I say, they have accomplished what they want. They turn this whole scenario over that because, like I say, picture this. You're in Gaza, right? You're going to be saying, where is the good guy? I mean, how can this how is this happening? How can the world see this? Why is it going on? Put yourself in those people over there. These are just regular people and they're being slaughtered. And so, like I say, you're losing. They're looking at the support level. And if it would have been a liberal, say that this kid would have been voted for Kamala Harris, right? They would have they weighed that out probably too, because the bottom line is, well, now that it was MAGA, well, now it's okay, they got egg on their face and they're okay. See, this is what, because they know the left is not going to go to the means that MAGA would go, and they didn't want that eruption. You know what I'm saying? Because that could bring everything crumbling down. In other words, if it was a liberal, you could have had violent MAGA doing acts that they didn't want to start happening, because that could unravel things quicker than they wanted. You see what I'm saying? That's why, like I say, when they said, oh, he was a Trump supporter and all that stuff, like I say, just the way they kept building, I said, man, they did this masterfully, because that's what they do.
Yeah, and if they did it, we'll never know. And sadly, there's when you speculate, because I've been we've been talking about this last few days. People get really upset by that. They're you're just a conspiracy theorist. Like you're not even allowed to ask questions, things that don't make sense, so you'd get labeled as a crazy person or whatever, and you're not allowed to ask these questions. So I don't know that we'll ever know. And
well,
you know.
The only way you're going to know is, like they say, if it breaks rank with what's going on of the control of this country by a foreign entity. And that's been happening since, like I say, 80s was the very strong point of it, and it just continued to grow to where it's now they can make bold moves. And this bold
Right.
move that they made October, that's when it started of 2023.
Yep.
And look where, I mean, where could you actually go in any part of the world? And they're just tying it in. But this is worth billions and billions and billions of dollars because they're going to dredge that to connect them two seas if they get what they want. That he presented back in the early 90s. The same guy that's in charge that got voted out. He had criminal charges against him, but yet he gets back in power.
Right. And the protests there were, I mean, huge. People fucking
Yeah,
hated
you
it.
didn't see the 500,000 people in Tel Aviv that are, like I say, getting beat, rabbis getting beat because they want them. I'm talking to real Jewish people that had their religion hijacked in 1948 by Mideastern European Jewish people, which, you know, they're not even Hebrew. They have no Hebrew blood. Those
Right.
people lived in harmony.
Like
prior to
Milkowski. The Netanyahu's actually, like, his family name is
19.
Milkowski. He's Polish.
Exactly. And everybody in his administration's Russian, Germany. That's where they're all from. And like I say, I know Jewish people, and they're appalled at what's going on. I mean, they
Right.
can't stand it, you know. So,
Right.
anyways, that's what I got to add to it. Like I say, they did a masterful job of what they did here for the deflection on what's going on around, you know, over there in the other part of the world because they're losing massive support. Now they went after China.
Yeah,
You know,
did you see that Trump is now trying to take back Bagram Air Base?
Bagram Air Base?
Yep.
No.
In Afghanistan.
Yeah. Well,
And
like I
was
say,
bitching that we let it go anyway. Like, bro, what the fuck? He ran on claiming that he would get us out of there, never did, and then bitched about Biden doing it, and now he's bitching because we left.
yeah,
This
but you know,
guy's full of shit.
he took down 22,500 troops, right? But he initiated that in November, the withdrawal of Afghanistan, to make it look like because all his advisors said, you can't do that because the Taliban's going to know that. And he released 5,000 of the worst.
So
5,000 of the worst Taliban he released.
here's what's crazy. So today I learned that the first anti-BDS law that was passed by a state was in 2015. I thought it was, further back than that, but no, it was 2015. It was fucking Illinois. And I asked, because it was Scratch and I that was talking. I'm like, I wonder what happened in 2015. And somebody pointed out Donald Trump announced his presidency. Hey, look at this shit. Donald Trump announced his presidency June 16th, 2015 at Trump Tower. That fucking anti-BDS bill was passed a month later in 2015. So I wonder if this push in this way was something that they've worked on in the past, like going back to that day. That's awful coincidental.
Right, because like I say, and I'm not saying, like I say, Biden threw support behind them. I'm saying behind it. Like I say, if you're all stealing from the pot, right? You're all owned by the same people, right? But except, like say, maybe one side of it is less aggressive, the other side's more aggressive. But what I'm saying is, you've all been taking, your coins out of the pot to where we're $37 trillion in debt. So that's why, like I say, when they get something on somebody, it always gets tampered down, and then it's not like they don't crucify the guy. Even on the opposite side, they don't crucify the guy. And that's because, like I say, they can't because of that boys club that they are all in. Like I say, when you get brought in, they want to know what your agenda is. And you have both sides, minority and the majority and the minority. They bring in them freshman congressmen right out of the gate. What's your agenda? And you have, if you're on the minority part, you're like baffled, like why am I here between? And then they tell you how it works.
And they have an APAC guy. I was listening to somebody, I think it was on Tucker Carlson's program. He was like, every other Republican but me has an APAC guy.
Right.
And I'm like, why in the fuck are we doing this? Like, I don't know. It's fucking nuts.
Who nodded that 3 months ago? He said, he goes, it doesn't matter whether you're Obama, whether you're Biden, whether you're Trump. He says, when they get put in office on January the 20th, the same day, the 21st, there's 5 guys there with the skinny black ties. And those are the people that are in that Oval Office. And what he was referring to is the Zionists, basically.
Yeah,
one particular country.
We're
of them.
We're definitely, it's definitely a problem. We'll just say, we'll put it that way.
Big time. Yep.
Well, Butch, I've got somebody else that's wanting to get up,
bro.
so I'll let you go. I appreciate it. You bringing that up. Thank you very much for the conversation. Good talking to you.
I'll talk to you, Lib. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
See you. All right. And if you guys are in the comments and you would like to offer a thought, rebuttal to a thought, anything, you pick the topic. It's Fuck It Friday. So just hit the request button and you can come up here also. Let's go to Jan. And don't forget, please, to tap that screen if you enjoy the conversation that we're having, and support through gifting if you want. And Durango, I see a request. Give me just a second. We'll get to you. Welcome in, Jan. How are you doing? Jan, welcome up.
My God, sorry.
Was that an accidental request?
I was tapping, sorry.
Well, I appreciate you tapping. Since you're up here, do you want to offer any thoughts, or are you good?
I'm sorry, I was washing my hair. I'm sorry. Oh,
No, you're fine. I mean, I can drop you if you'd like, and I appreciate you tapping. All right. Yeah. Well, you're welcome to accidentally come up anytime.
Thanks. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Jan. We'll see you. That's funny. She was in the request box for a little while. All right, we'll bring in Durango. And again, if you guys want to come up and offer some thoughts, you're welcome to hit the request box. I won't be live much longer, but what's up, Durango? Oh, maybe that was an accidental request too. So, I mean, I don't have anybody that has requested up, but you're welcome to request up at this point. It's crazy what we're seeing right now. At the very least, even if, let's assume Israel is not behind what happened to Kirk. Israel they're meddling too much in our government, right? In no country, it's not even that it's Israel. No country should be doing that, period. We shouldn't accept that. And I would even, that was fucking cool. That's awesome. I haven't seen that one yet. What is that called? Who was that? No Fear. Thank you for that. Pirate's Treasure. That's awesome. That's the first time I've seen that. Anyway, MJ, welcome in. How are you doing?
What's going on with you, loudmouth?
Not
Long
much.
time, man.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Offer your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, nothing super quick, man. Just all of it is foolishness, and the thing that people don't correlate in is one of the reasons why the state of Israel is capable of having such a chokehold on influence in the United States has nothing to do with the wealth of any people who are who study Judaism and everything in the United States. What the thing is the problem is Christianity, especially evangelical Christianity. The evangelicals believe that the state of Israel in its current composition is what is required for the end time. And that's where the entirety of the motivation comes from. That's why you have so many people who are like Bible thumping Christians or believers of Christ from the north and everything, who are so vehement and adamant about their support for the state of Israel. Not for Israeli people, not for the Jewish faith and everything. They don't really care about any of that. Just the state of Israel must exist in the composition that it is in geographically currently, because Jesus is supposed to come back there for the end times. And if that state doesn't exist, then where does Jesus come back to? Does Revelation never happen? These are These are the circumstances that people tend to overlook because people are the unfortunate part is that while there are a number of valid, critiques of Israel, valid critiques of the forwarding of a Zionist state and everything, most people who are criticizing the thing are just anti-Semites. They just don't like Jewish people. And so it's hard to separate the valid critiques from those who have some, bigoted or biased hate slant in it and everything. And so that's the thing. That's why every critique of the state of Israel is taken as some form of anti-Semitism. Because it's like, nope, we got to be shielded from this. We got to be broken down from that. Exactly this. Exactly this, where somehow Zionism and Christianity do the fusion dance and the Christ returns. It's very weird, and it's again, as an atheist, I'm like, oh really? We're doing this for what? People are losing their lives for what again? For a hope at the near destruction of humanity. Great. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do with them. I don't think
Nope.
they give a two shits. You're
Nope.
absolutely fucking right, and I'm glad that you brought that up.
Yep.
It's not
That,
something
that
we
always
talk
throws
about
me
enough.
because we have people have that conversation. I'm always glad that you had that conversation, that you had that bookmark already ready to pull up, because so many people are like, wait, what are you talking about, MJ? And they have to actually go do the research on it because they don't understand that we have this weird, like, America is an unalive cult, society, if you want to keep it completely honest. We have so many systems that the end goal is destruction. Like capitalism, its end goal is destruction. There is no like benefit that is supposed to benefit all people under capitalism.
Just the
Because
few.
if it was, we would just have the middle class and we would just have the rich.
That's right,
because
because
everybody would be doing
requires,
well in some capacity.
It requires the exploitation of your labor, and to pay you less than the value of your labor. That's the only way that they're able to make a dollar.
Yep, 100%. And so it's like I keep telling people, I'm like, if capitalism was supposed to save us, why isn't the 1 to 5%? Why isn't that the 28 to 37%? Why isn't the group of millionaires and billionaires expansive? Why is it like 7,000 people?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 7,000 families have
it's
all
a
of this
club,
wealth.
and you ain't fucking in it.
And you ain't never
fucking in it. You ain't never.
You are
getting
in the parking lot. You're in the parking lot watching.
You can't
the
even
rich
get
and
up the
fabulous.
driveway.
That's it. You're in the parking lot because you parking the cars. That's the only way that you were even on the premises.
Yep. Yeah, I remember. I was, because I'm a friend of a representative in Oklahoma. I was actually at a watch party at his house. This motherfucker's got like an elevator shaft in his house, right? And 2 doors down is Mark Wayne Mullins' fucking house, that little shitbag. And
I want to fight Mark Wayne Mullins so bad.
That's so funny you say that, because when he threatened and offered to fight that Teamster guy, remember that when in front of the fucking, he was like, I'll do it, because he was a professional fighter. I say professional, but he
had
was,
2 fights. Go sit down,
and I can't find them anywhere. I cannot find a video of him anywhere. I offered, because I know Mark Wayne. I'm like, bro, let's do this. Give me a year to train up. I'm fucking happy to do it, because he wants to, his little 5-foot ass.
That part. Like, again, this dude acts like he was a UFC champion. He wasn't.
I know.
Like he was even a WEC contender. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
now, don't get me wrong. He probably whooped my ass, but he damn sure ain't gonna keep me from trying.
I love for him to give it a shot, because the biggest difference is, mixed martial arts has rules.
That's right.
Ain't no rules from where I grew up on the west side of Chicago.
Yeah,
I will do anything to you to make sure I make it home.
He and I went to school about 20 minutes apart. He went to school 20 minutes south of where I was at. And you know, and I love how he's self-made, but his fucking dad had built that. It was like 40 years that company had been around, and it was a small plumbing business, and the only thing he really did was marketing. That's how he got that shit expanded. Mark Wayne, you know, Mullen Plumbing. It's you know, it's a big deal in Oklahoma, but yeah, he's a little shitbag. But I only brought that up because that fucking neighborhood. I mean, it's like getting into Fort Knox. That place.
Yeah,
And you know, those houses are ridiculous.
Because that's the thing, you know, the thing that really, like, for me, it shows the general ignorance of conservatism is that they sit up and talk about, and I'm talking about conservative voters, run around talking about the elites, the elites, the elites, the elites, and just about every single person that they vote for is independently wealthy, comes from family wealth, went to Ivy League schools, all of this stuff, like literally the pinnacle of elitedom and everything. Like Kennedy from Louisiana, who plays with that foghorn leghorn accent and stuff, like all of that stuff, it's not even real.
You talking about Ted?
Because
Ted,
no. What is that guy? I forget his. I think it's Ted. I don't know. Whoever that weirdo
I know who
is
you're
in
talking
Louisiana.
about. I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Who's
got
always
real
the
thick
dude
accent.
The dude who read that LGBT memoir and everything in that Senate committee and everything. But I was like, that whole thing. If you go back and you look at footage of him when he first got into office, that accent didn't exist. That guy, that weirdo.
Why has it become common practice? And do you support it?
And now George Bush did that too.
Yeah,
George Bush did that too. He probably worked for years on that. I'm a good old boy.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing because again, you know, especially when George, especially when
John
Bush,
Kennedy is John Kennedy. That's
John
my
Kennedy,
bad. Okay,
exactly.
Ted was the one. I believe he's no longer with us. I think unalive several
had the
years
drinking
back.
problem once upon a time and all of that stuff. Yeah, that Ted was an actual Kennedy from the JFK RFK, you know, senior actual lineage and everything. This
Fucking
Kennedy has
RFK.
no relation to them.
God,
yeah, but this freaking guy, like they play in their faces. And that's why people like me, you know, black progressives and everything, we're like, oh yeah, you guys are just racist. Y'all just support racism. Because how can these people play in your face? You know it's fake. You know they're lying. You know they went to Yale and Harvard and Brown and Princeton and all of these things. You know,
but I want to get a beer with them. They sound stupid just like me, and I'm going to drink me a beer with them. So what if they went to Harvard?
That don't make them liberal. That just mean they worked hard. It's like, come on. I can't.
That's exactly right, man.
I can't stand it.
Shit, MJ. Well, I hope you don't take so much time coming back on the show. I got to move along, but I appreciate the comments, man.
Yeah, man, I'll be back through and everything. This account was on the red banana of unaliving. I had a warning that they were really gonna get me up out of here, so I had to be on my backup account for a while. But I'll be back around, man.
All right, man. Well, it's good to see you. Yeah, we'll talk to you later, buddy.
Liberal.
Yes, I'm gonna do that right now. Matter of fact, there you go.
All righty, man.
Bam.
Have a good one.
All right, man. We'll see you. Peace.
Yeah. Later.
Now, Kibi, I appreciate your patience. I brought you up here because I knew you was going to bring something up and throw a wrench in the whole deal. Since you get to pick the topic, go ahead.
I didn't know if I clicked it or not, but all right. I thought you invited me. But
I did. Yeah. And I'm glad that you know, because I'd wanted it's still to be one at a time. So I'm glad that you were, quiet while I was finishing up with him.
I remember back, I don't know if you remember being a kid in the 80s, was like, my parents, my dad basically went to listen to John Hagee and all this stuff, and back then, they wanted me to destroy my toys and all that. And they called He-Man evil, they wanted me to burn them.
Really? I don't remember He-Man being evil, that's crazy.
Well, there was a whole book written about it that said, there's only one master of the universe, and that's Jesus. And
wow. What the fuck? I don't remember that, because I remember playing with He-Man dolls. I mean, I call them dolls,
I
but
had them. I had to hide them and stuff.
it was more manly than that. No, that is crazy, though.
All this burning,
And Harry
And the
Potter
John
too.
Hagee and the 700 Club. What?
Harry Potter too. They went
Yeah,
after
John
Harry
Hagee's
Potter.
700 Club. Yeah. So they've been doing this for like a long time. They just pretty much are more open now, where they have more power.
That's crazy.
So
The 700 Club. I remember that shit. Is that still going on?
yeah, it's run by their son. When I still talk with my dad,
what's his name?
To it.
The
Pat
son.
Robinson.
No, the son's name.
I don't know. He looks exactly like him, but he's Robertson. Yeah.
Somebody I'm sure knows in the comments. If y'all can remember his name, because he's like a little rich,
exactly
smug
like
little shithead.
Yeah, but he looks exactly like his dad. So.
Fucking He-Man. That's nuts. How can you hate He-Man? Because I remember
and all the toys back then.
Yeah, because that was what was because they had several cartoons that were in that similar vein. They had that in the Thundercats, and
yeah, they really didn't like that one because of the Masters of the Universe.
Hey, Powerpuff. Yeah, the Masters of the Universe. That is so weird to me. Religious people, I don't know. I don't like to shit on religious people, but
called Star Trek the New Age movement.
Oh wow.
Star Trek was called the New Age movement, so they did it which is kind of funny how they always say Star Trek is too woke, but they hated Star Trek back then.
I wonder when they're going to start going after
Did you get that?
Witches. The Star Trek. I'm sorry. What was that last part? What was the last thing you said?
They said Star Trek is too woke nowadays, but that they back in the past they always called it the New Age movement in the 80s and 90s. Well, 90s actually.
Oh yeah, no, I heard you say, but I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't remember that. I believe what you're telling me, but I don't remember that.
Because I had to grow up with that.
That is. How old are you?
I'm
about
51.
Okay, I was gonna say. Okay, because
I
thought you were younger than me.
I'm a Gen Xer.
Yeah, I thought you were younger than me, but that makes sense because I remember the He-Man stuff.
My
But
age because I kind of afraid of.
Yeah, because during the He-Man time, I was following politics.
Birthday, though.
You do what now?
I have a scary birthday, which
Friday the 13th?
April 20th, 1973.
What?
No,
why
April
is that
20th.
a scary birthday?
I think people know. It's related to a guy in Germany. And I asked Nova about that, and he says, "Don't worry about it. It's your day. It's not his day."
Yeah, fuck that. I mean, there are lots of people born on that day, right? Lots of people.
Yeah.
I think we have a really, really bad delay.
Oh yeah, my phone keeps going out.
Yeah, there's about a 5-second delay. Maybe even more. Well, Kibi, I really appreciate you being patient up here, but with the delay, it's really hard to have a conversation. There's going to be like seconds of dead air. So I will go ahead and drop you down. I do have somebody else that's been waiting for a minute, and I really do appreciate you being up here. It's good to see you again.
Is it still there? I'm holding the phone up. Is it still working?
I can hear you, but
hello?
I can hear you, but there's a huge delay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd bring that up about.
Yeah, no, that's.
Just back to the 80s and 90s. They've been doing this for a long time, the Christians.
Yep. Yeah, and Harry Potter, they went after that shit too. It's these people are nuts.
That's in the year 2000s, yeah.
Yep. No, I remember that, and I'm like, because I remember reading that, book. There's nothing in it that's crazy. It's fucking fantasy, just like the Bible is fucking fantasy. Let's be honest.
I treat the Bible as like Tolkien now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I turned water into wine. How is that not witchcraft? How the fuck is that not witchcraft?
No, that's witchcraft,
You
definitely.
know, but yeah, but it was Jesus. Fucking hell.
I think I'd
Anyway,
rather worship like Gandalf better than that. You know,
yeah. No, it's fucking it's
Illuminati.
witch it's yeah, but it's the good witchcraft. It's not the bad witchcraft, you know, with the rocks and the stuff. These people are fucking weird. Anyway, well, Kibi, I
Yeah,
really
I don't know what's
appreciate it.
going on.
It was great talking to you. Nick has been waiting for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and bring
Yeah.
Nick up, but you're welcome to come back up later. Although I'll probably end it in about
When
12
are you
minutes or
doing
so.
like full live again?
So the full
When are
live
you
it
doing
will
a
be.
panel again?
Well, I do it in the last hour of my 4-hour show. So the first 3 hours are just the one-on-one, and then the last hour I'll do a full panel. That's how I've been doing it.
Okay.
It works out. It's less stressful on me, and it gives everybody else an opportunity to still come up and talk over each other and interrupt as they do.
All right. Well, nice talking to you.
All right,
And
yeah, it's
AI
good.
is advancing fast.
Yes,
AI is advancing fast.
I was thinking that you were going to bring up some crazy technology when I invited you, but no, the He-Man stuff it's nuts. People are crazy. But
Yeah,
thank you,
I wanted
Kibi.
to add to that conversation.
Yeah,
Bye.
no. All right, we'll see ya.
You dropped with me.
Oh, yeah, yep, gotcha. All right, Nick. And Nick, thank you very much for being patient. And you've been waiting for a minute, I know, but I appreciate it, man. Welcome in, welcome aboard. Go ahead.
On that other guy's topic, when I came in a minute ago, he was talking about Israel Palestine. Now the reason people seem to be antiseptic, as we say, is because of the reality of the situation. Like he said, evangelical Christians. I can tell you from firsthand experience, they have no idea what they're doing. No clue. They're told by their churches, by their groups, by whatever, that they have to worship Israel, or else they'll burn in HELL for eternity. So it's not that they want to support them. They have no idea what they're supporting. And that's where it's on them to look beyond their religion. And I am against worshiping Jesus as God. The Bible doesn't say that anywhere.
That's a
And
good point.
the physical pictures
And they do it all the time.
representations of him are actually representations of the architect of the universe, as the Masons call it.
Right. Very Eurocentric.
But now, when it comes to the situation, there are people in Israel who have told me that us GOY are their slaves. And no matter who we are, they've told me they've infiltrated the churches and convinced people to worship a JEW.
That's the Goyim, as they say.
So it comes down to people who actually worship God and people who worship an idol, a literal idol, and they're making images of it and stuff. But now the Palestinian situation is 100% because of blueberries, as we call them.
Blueberries?
Yeah, we try not to say JEW because it flags. So.
Oh, is that so? Blueberries is the word for.
We'll say blues or blueberry.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, how? What's the connection there? Yeah, no. I mean, you're right. And I hate the fact that they just fall back on if you criticize Israel for anything, it's, you're just automatically an anti-Semite, which, is beyond me because Palestinians are Semites. And if you want all Palestinians gone, that makes you a fucking anti-Semite too.
Absolutely.
And of course, it has nothing to do with the language any fucking way.
Talmud, there's also anti-Goyism. That's actually one of the rules is that they can't be anti-Goyism. They can't be that way.
That's crazy. And in the Bible, it says that you're allowed to own slaves. It gives you rules for it. But the Jewish people can't own Jewish slaves. They can only have indentured servants, and they have
Bible, the Old Testament.
Well, right, but it's part of the Christian Bible too. Of course, Christians often say, "Yeah, but that's the Old Testament."
So, well, a lot of the New Testament, I think, was written to manipulate people into believing that a man can physically turn water into wine or
witchcraft,
like you say. I believe my personal theory is that, or conclusion, is that they used these examples as reasons to unalive him because they had to, because there were JEWs worshiping a goy. He was a Palestinian, from what like we understand. So they had to tell everybody, oh, he thinks he's God, he's a blasphemer, he's all this stuff. I believe that Jesus existed as a prophet, as a Messiah. I also believe like Muhammad existed. I think they're both valid ways to connect, like learn from their teachings, connect to the one they receive messages from. And that's all it is. It's not like, oh, they're God. And that's where it's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, and well,
But no, sorry,
just for the record, it was not the Jewish people that unalived Jesus. It was Romans that did that. They just turned him in. And because they look, you get those extremes on both sides where you can tell when somebody just doesn't like somebody because they're Jewish and for whatever fucking weird reason that is.
Yeah.
And that's not okay. So it's sad, they have valid reasons for calling people that. When you can point to a number of people who are just like that. Of course, we're not all like that. Like I just, any country that's trying to like meddle in our shit needs to stop.
Yes.
And that includes,
oh my God, yes.
that includes
Literally,
Israel.
That's the problem. So capitalism originally, I don't want to take too much time, but
no, you're fine.
Thomas Jefferson actually owned a Quran. And that's why they said one nation under God and not under Christianity. Like it didn't say anywhere that it was required to be Christian, but the government did help fund churches and stuff like that. So it kind of was. And they provided Bibles in school until like the 1930s, I think.
One nation under Jesus.
Yeah,
under Jesus. Yeah, well, there's a Supreme Court case also that, because like Syrians and people from that area are legally white in the U.S. because of a case. These fuckers were so unwilling to admit that Jesus would have had darker skin and looked like a Middle Easterner. So they declared that he was white, and they just admitted that. So now legally in this country, you're white if you are from that area. Isn't that weird? Yeah, it's Dow v. United States. This was back in the, I don't know, I think late 1800s, may have been early 1900s. I have to look at it. It's been a while since I read the case, but fucking
From
weird.
my experience, like real racism does absolutely still exist. And if you go on X, you'll see it. Like you will see it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and they'll straight
I've got
up say
in my family
horrific
who are
shit
like that, but I've never seen anything like that. Like the stuff they're trying to pull.
Yeah, they'll be like, all the Jays got it, and I mean, you see that left and right, and that's what I was saying. Like, those, we can't accept that either. That's fucked up.
Any hate's unacceptable. That's what I've come to know.
And even if let's say, for example, Israel has unnecessary control over the United States. That doesn't mean that when we slough it off, we have to be violent towards them, because we ultimately, at the end of the day, they let them do it.
Well, what I tell people, if we want to hurt them or we celebrate them being hurt or whatever, then what makes us better than them and what gives us the moral justification to stop them if we're doing exactly what they're doing? But that's all I've got. Yeah, thank you for the time, man.
No, I appreciate it, Nick. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and your weekend.
Yes,
absolutely.
See you. You too, bro.
All right, man. All right, well, with that, guys, it's just going to be a short live. I just, I was like, damn, I'm supposed to go live on Fridays and Wednesdays. I almost forgot. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down, but I really, really do appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate the gifts that you gave, all the tapping that you've done. So we almost hit 10K within the time that I've been here. But I will be going live again in the morning. I believe this is Friday. Yeah. So Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Time, I'll be live. So if you want to come back and check it out, should be a good show tomorrow as well. Saturdays are usually can get kind of crazy. Everybody's off work and they're wanting to, let one loose. Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you all so much. It's been a pleasure. Peace.